They won't lend you a hand. They'll drag you down. They'll laugh at your ambition and call you crazy. But a mafia boss builds his empire alone. Are you ready for this war? Tired of having your dreams trampled by a lack of support? This is your manual for brutal success. Even when the whole world declares you an enemy, success is not an invitation. It's a takeover. And you will learn to take what is yours without depending on a single ally. Just you and your focus. They want to see you crawl in mediocrity. They want your failure. But a true man forges his legacy in the fire of solitude. What is your choice? Wake up. Mediocrity is a cell. And the only key to your freedom is your own strength, your unwavering focus, and your refusal to wait for anyone. The truth is a direct hit. The world owes you nothing. It doesn't care about your dreams, your ambitions, or your frustrations. On the contrary, the vast majority of people live in mediocrity, and worse, they actively want to drag you down with them. They are the invisible chains that bind you, the insidious whispers that deny your support, the fake smiles that mask their envy. This is the cruel reality, stark and unvarnished. There is absolutely no room for illusions here, no space for wishful thinking. You must confront this brutal truth head-on if you ever hope to break free. We live in an era where the very essence of what it means to be a man is under relentless assault. Ambition is frequently demonized as toxic, strength is misconstrued as oppression, and leadership is often branded as tyranny. This pervasive criminalization of manhood is no mere accident. It is a meticulously orchestrated tactic designed to systematically weaken your will, to subtly undermine your self-confidence, and to keep you firmly in your place, dependent, compliant, and ultimately harmless. They want you to be a pawn in their game, not a king on your own board. They demand that you ask for permission to prosper, to lead, to simply be who you truly are. They want you to content yourself with the meager crumbs that fall from their table, never daring to reach for the feast that is rightfully yours. But the promise of this video is unequivocally clear and brutally honest. We will shatter these chains. We will systematically eliminate the weaknesses that currently impede your progress and prevent you from truly prospering. You will learn precisely how to achieve success and reach your most ambitious goals, even when absolutely no one supports you, by adopting and mastering the mafia mindset. We are not talking about the illegal aspects, but rather the core principles. The relentless discipline, the absolute, laser-like focus, the unwavering loyalty to your objectives, and the unparalleled ability to build an empire from the ground up without ever depending on a single yes from an external source. This is the authentic path to power, a power forged in the crucible of solitude and hardened by unyielding determination. It is the definitive path to becoming the undisputed boss of your own life, the sole architect of your own destiny. Take a hard, unflinching look at your life right now. Do you recognize yourself in the monotonous routine of having your grand objectives ridiculed? Are your ambitions constantly sabotaged by so-called friends or even family members who, deep down, harbor a subconscious desire to prevent your growth? They constantly tell you to take it easy, to not dream too big, to be realistic. These are not words of wisdom. These are the insidious voices of mediocrity, echoing relentlessly in your mind, deliberately blurring your focus on the path to success. They are, in essence, the unwitting guardians of your self-imposed prison, and you, at times, have become your own complacent jailer, passively accepting their limiting sentences. Do you feel this overwhelming tide of negativity? This profound and total absence of genuine support, which leaves you feeling as though you are fighting the entire world alone? This gnawing sensation that with every hard-won step forward, someone or something attempts to drag you 2 steps back. The question that relentlessly hammers your mind is, why are my ambitions perceived as such a profound threat? Why do I feel so utterly alone in this relentless struggle to conquer what is rightfully mine? Understand this. This is not a question born of weakness, but rather of a powerful, nascent awakening. It is the profound restlessness that invariably precedes a revolution, your personal revolution. This is the subtle yet deeply corrosive erosion of your self-confidence. It cunningly makes you doubt your inherent ability to win without external help, to construct something truly grand without the constant validation or the applause of others. You begin to falsely believe that you need explicit permission, a gentle push, or a crucial connection. But a true boss never waits for permission. He acts decisively. He forges his own connections, if and when necessary. And your inaction, your passive waiting for external support, is precisely your greatest weakness, the gaping crack in your armor that they are eagerly waiting to exploit. Reflect on the countless moments when you retreated. Think of those brilliant, groundbreaking ideas that withered and died before they ever had a chance to blossom, simply because someone dismissively told you it was impossible. Recall those ambitious projects that never moved beyond the planning stage because you endlessly waited for a partner, an investor, or a mentor who, predictably, never materialized. Each one of these hesitations is not just a missed opportunity. It is a meticulously placed brick in the wall of your own self-constructed prison. Each one represents a silent victory for the suffocating mediocrity that relentlessly surrounds you. The profound frustration you feel is not, as they would have you believe, a sign that you are fundamentally wrong or misguided. It is, in fact, a powerful indicator that you are profoundly alive, that your ambition still pulses with raw energy, that the sacred flame of your true potential has not yet been extinguished. But this vital flame demands to be fed, not with the flimsy firewood of external support, but with the potent, unyielding fuel of your own unwavering determination. But this is precisely where the vast majority of people falter and ultimately drown. They passively wait for a metaphorical lifeboat. They expect someone else to heroically rescue them from the clutches of mediocrity. They meekly accept mediocrity as their preordained destiny, as an inevitable, inescapable sentence. And that, precisely, is why they will never ever break their chains. Your success, true success, is an inherently solitary act. It is, at its core, a defiant declaration of war against the suffocating status quo. The world, in its current state, wants to see you on the ground, defeated. It desperately wants to see you give up, to see you beg for mercy. But a true boss rises alone. He waits for no one. He asks for no help. He conquers it, or he dismisses it. And your arduous journey to unparalleled success without external support begins right here, right now, without negotiation, without truce. There is absolutely no room for doubt, no space for hesitation. If you choose to stop now, if you retreat, you are effectively validating their mediocrity. You are proving that they were right about you all along. You become just another nameless face, without focus, without ambition, hopelessly trapped in the intricate web they meticulously wove for you. You become the living, breathing proof that their cynical predictions about your potential were accurate. The choice, and the burden of that choice, is entirely yours. Continue to languish in their suffocating web, or tear it apart with the raw, unbridled force of your own indomitable will, with the brutal, uncompromising power of your own ambition. There is no middle ground. No comfortable compromise. The relentless pursuit of external approval is a slow-acting poison that insidiously corrodes your inherent autonomy. The paralyzing fear of judgment is an invisible chain that binds you inextricably to the realm of mediocrity. These are not minor inconveniences. These are profound weaknesses that must be cut out without mercy, without hesitation, so that you can maintain an absolute, unwavering focus on your success, entirely independent of who supports you. They are the insidious parasites that relentlessly feed on your vital energy and deliberately divert your precious focus. Your brain, by its very nature, is hardwired to seek comfort and familiarity. It cunningly tricks you into seeking external validation, subtly pushing you towards the deceptive safety of your comfort zone, thereby sabotaging your innate ability to construct your own formidable empire. It constantly whispers to you not to take risks, not to expose yourself, not to be too much. This is the insidious voice of mediocrity echoing within you, a direct reverberation of the external voices that seek to diminish you. It is the internal saboteur, the enemy within, that must be silenced with extreme prejudice. To truly become a boss, you must first master your own mind. You must understand that true power originates from within, from an unshakable self-belief that transcends external opinions. This is the core of the mafia mindset, an internal locus of control, an unyielding conviction in your own capabilities, regardless of the prevailing winds of public opinion or the absence of external cheerleaders. You become your own most formidable ally, your own most ruthless critic, and your own most unwavering source of motivation. This mastery begins with a brutal self-assessment. What are your internal weaknesses? What are the self-limiting beliefs that hold you captive? What are the emotional dependencies that make you vulnerable to the whims of others? These are the targets for your internal cleansing. Just as a mafia boss eliminates threats to his organization, you must eliminate threats to your own mental fortitude and focus. This isn't about being emotionless. It's about being strategically ruthless with anything that compromises your mission. Niccolo Machiavelli, in The Prince, famously argued that a ruler must learn how not to be good when circumstances demand it. This doesn't mean embracing evil, but rather shedding the naive expectation that kindness and universal approval will lead to power. It means understanding the harsh realities of human nature and acting accordingly to secure your position and achieve your objectives. For you, this translates to understanding that waiting for universal approval is a fool's errand. Your path to success will often require decisions that are unpopular, that upset the status quo, and that leave you standing alone. The criminalization of being a man, as we discussed, is designed to make you feel guilty for your ambition, for your drive, for your desire to lead. It's a psychological weapon. But a boss doesn't succumb to guilt. He understands that his ambition is a force of nature, a primal drive that, when channeled correctly, builds empires. He reclaims his masculine essence, not as a tool of oppression, but as a wellspring of power, discipline, and unwavering resolve. He understands that true strength lies in self-mastery, not in external validation. The concept of cleansing in the mafia mindset is multifaceted. It's not just about eliminating external threats. It's fundamentally about purging your internal landscape. It means ruthlessly cutting out anything that distracts you, anything that weakens your resolve, anything that siphons off your precious energy. This includes toxic relationships, unproductive habits, and even self-defeating thought patterns. Vito Corleone, from The Godfather, epitomized this. He would not hesitate to sever ties or eliminate threats to protect his family and his objectives. He understood that loyalty was a two-way street, and that weakness within his inner circle was a fatal vulnerability. Your family now are your objectives. Your empire is your absolute priority. The world will relentlessly try to divert you from your objective. There will be endless temptations, constant distractions, harsh criticisms, and deceptive, false flatteries. The absolute necessity of an unwavering loyalty to yourself and to your singular vision is paramount. You must maintain an absolute, laser-like focus on your success, entirely independent of who supports you or who attempts to undermine you. Al Capone, one of history's most notorious mafia bosses, built an immense empire from virtually nothing in an incredibly hostile environment, driven by a crystal-clear vision and an implacable determination. He never once waited for support. He either ruthlessly demanded it, or he simply conquered it. He executed the necessary cleansing to meticulously protect his burgeoning interests and to aggressively expand his domain, systematically eliminating anyone who dared to stand in his formidable path. His story, while undeniably controversial, stands as a powerful case study in the sheer power of focus and the art of building power in a complete vacuum of external support. This profound cleansing and unwavering focus fundamentally reshape your relationships, your critical choices, your core self-esteem, and your inherent capacity to lead your own life, even without any external support. You transform into an individual who is utterly self-sufficient, incredibly resilient, and completely unshakable. You no longer seek external validation. Instead, you command and impose it through the undeniable force of your results, through the sheer power of your presence, and through the undeniable evidence of your success. Your very presence becomes an undeniable declaration of your power. Carl Jung, the renowned psychoanalyst, spoke extensively about the shadow, the often hidden, unconscious side of our personality, which paradoxically contains both our deepest weaknesses and our vast, unexplored potential. The absolute necessity of confronting and mastering these internal demons, your inherent weaknesses, your lingering dependence on external support, your paralyzing fear of judgment, is utterly crucial to becoming a truly complete and powerful individual. This, precisely, is psychological self-cleansing. You cannot effectively lead an empire if you cannot first lead yourself, if you refuse to confront your own shadows and heroically transform them into formidable strengths. The mafia, by its very nature, does not tolerate weaknesses. You, too, should adopt this uncompromising stance. Weakness in this context is not merely a flaw, it is an explicit invitation to inevitable defeat. The discipline of a true boss is absolutely non-negotiable. It is not merely a set of rules, it is a sacred code of conduct. It is the bedrock foundation upon which formidable empires are meticulously constructed. It means consistently waking up earlier, working demonstrably harder, and thinking far more strategically than anyone else in your immediate vicinity. It means ruthlessly sacrificing immediate, fleeting pleasure for the enduring, monumental glory of long-term achievement. It means unequivocally saying no to everything that does not directly propel you towards your ultimate objective, no matter how tempting or appealing it may initially seem. This, precisely, is the unyielding essence of relentless focus. Consider the intricate process of building an empire. It is never a single, isolated event, but rather a continuous series of implacable decisions, of meticulously calculated actions, and of absolutely necessary purges. Each and every brick is laid with deliberate intention. Every potential threat is neutralized with surgical precision. Every single resource is allocated with profound intelligence and foresight. You are not merely a participant. You are the sole architect, the tireless builder, and the vigilant guardian of your own formidable empire. And in this grand endeavor, there is absolutely no room for amateurs, for the faint of heart, or for those who lack unwavering commitment. If this truth, stark and unyielding, has bothered you, then good. It signifies that the crucial spark has finally ignited within you. It means that your profound ambition, which lay dormant and suppressed under suffocating layers of mediocrity and a crippling lack of external support, has at last awakened. You have finally roused yourself to the undeniable reality of your own inherent strength and the urgent, immediate necessity for a radical cleansing to pave the way for your inevitable success. This revelation is not designed to be comfortable. It is explicitly designed to be a shock. It is intended to be the forceful, undeniable push you have so desperately needed. Here is the raw, unvarnished reality that you have been skillfully running from for far too many years. Your ultimate freedom and your inherent power for monumental success lie squarely in your unwavering ability to execute this cleansing and to maintain an absolute laser-like focus on what truly matters, without a single moment of hesitation and without ever waiting for anyone else. No one, absolutely no one, will come to save you. No one will meticulously build your empire for you. No one will simply hand you the throne. You and you alone must take it. Mediocrity is not merely a state of being. It is a virulent plague that spreads insidiously through complacency and inaction. And you, within yourself, possess the potent antidote, if you only have the sheer courage to wield it and to act decisively like a true boss, with total unyielding focus and a mind meticulously cleansed for your ultimate success. The antidote is nothing less than your own unshakable will, your ironclad determination, and your absolute refusal to be just another face in the crowd, another casualty of circumstance. If you genuinely want to break free from these shackles, then you must fundamentally change your loyalty, shift your allegiance, Be fiercely loyal to your own objectives, not to the fleeting expectations of others. This principle is deceptively simple, yet it demands the profound courage of a true boss to execute the necessary cleansing and to maintain an unwavering focus on your path to success. Your primary, paramount loyalty must be to your singular vision, to the grand design of your empire. There is absolutely no room for divided loyalties, no space for compromise. The key, the absolute core, is this. The mafia mindset is not, as many mistakenly believe, about engaging in illegal activities. It is, at its heart, about relentless, uncompromising discipline, absolute, total focus, and the systematic elimination of everything that weakens you. It is about the profound cleansing of your mind and the meticulous clearing of your path to success, without ever looking back and without ever depending on anyone else. It is the strategic brilliance of a seasoned general on the battlefield. Ruthlessly eliminate all distractions, concentrate your forces with surgical precision on the main objective, and advance without a single moment of hesitation, utterly unconcerned with emotional casualties or the inevitable criticisms that will arise. Everything, and I mean everything, changes when you finally grasp the fundamental truth that power and success are not benevolent gifts to be bestowed. They are formidable prizes to be taken, and you must be unequivocally willing to fight for it alone if that is what is required, with an unyielding mindset of cleansing and total focus, like a true, formidable boss. Robert Greene, in his seminal work, The 48 Laws of Power, emphatically reiterates that decisive action, the systematic elimination of obstacles, and the unwavering maintenance of focus are absolutely crucial for both the ascent to power and its subsequent, enduring maintenance. You simply cannot afford the luxury of being passive. Passivity in this brutal arena is nothing less than the slow, agonizing death of ambition itself. Consider the precision and resolve of a sniper. He does not allow himself to be distracted by the cacophony of noise surrounding him. He does not wait for applause or external validation. He has one singular target. He meticulously clears his mind of any and all doubt. He focuses with absolute intensity, and then he takes the shot. Your success is your target. Your meticulously cleansed mind is your sight. Your unwavering focus is the trigger. Every single step, every critical decision, every ruthless cut is a calculated, deliberate move towards your ultimate objective. The profound transformation begins the moment you accept the inherent solitude of the top. It begins when you truly understand that the greatest empires throughout history were not built by committees or by popular consensus, but by singular, intensely focused minds that adamantly refuse to bow to the fickle will of the majority. It is the courageous acceptance that your chosen path will be inherently different, undeniably harder, but ultimately infinitely more rewarding. You are not in this journey seeking mere approval. You are seeking, with every fiber of your being, absolute conquest. The choice, stark and undeniable, is entirely yours. Continue being a pawn in the game of mediocrity, endlessly waiting for support that may never come, or rise to become the undisputed boss of your own life, armed with a mindset of relentless cleansing and total, unyielding focus on your success. The world will relentlessly try to tear you down. It will test your limits. It will attempt to break your spirit. But now, you possess the formidable tools to construct your empire, brick by painstaking brick, without a single moment of hesitation, with a mind meticulously clear and your focus locked onto the target of your success, utterly independent of anyone else. Do not wait for permission. Simply conquer, execute the cleansing, lock your focus onto the objective. Be implacable, be the man you were born to be, utterly free from the suffocating chains of mediocrity and the debilitating need for external support. The throne awaits those with the sheer courage and unwavering will to take it. And that man, that formidable, unyielding man, can absolutely be you. The choice is yours. Remain a pawn, waiting for permission, or become the undisputed boss of your own life. If you're ready to take what's yours, to forge your empire in solitude, then don't just watch. Act. hit that subscribe button you see on your screen right now. And don't just subscribe, smash that notification bell too. Because the war for your success has just begun, and you can't afford to miss a single shot. Join the ranks of those who conquer. Your empire awaits.